Wagwan people, this is your BTE review. We have a new BTE champion. Today we're looking at episode 273, which is entitled Catching Up. Stay tuned. Let's unpack it. What an episode of Being the Elite this week. One of the best episodes in the past or in recent memory. Certainly one of the best opening scenes I've seen for a while. So much to unpack, even in those first 10 or 5-10 minutes that we saw of Adam Cole. Before we get into it, though, please please subscribe. For audio listeners, please give me a review if you're liking what you're listening to. Support me, please. It means so much. Thank you for everyone that's already been tuning in to these weekly. I want to keep doing this for you guys because I honestly believe Being the Elite is such a rewarding show to watch. And there's just so much detail and layers to unpack. Make sure you check out There's Something About Wrestling, which is my podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. More episodes will be coming very soon, I promise. Before we start unpacking this episode, please make sure you visit figtees.co.uk for all your custom figure shirts. Use code GGPOD and you can save yourself some money as well. But yeah, straight into it, guys. Our first shot is of the Elite, the Super Click, which is the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, and our AEW World Champion Kenny Omega in the locker room. Adam Cole starts with, okay, timeout. We're not Bullet Club anymore. Obviously, there's a lot of catching up to do. He's been dead for 4 years. A lot's changed. The Young Bucks obviously teach him the new handshake. He even says, the craziest thing you guys told me was you guys started this wrestling company, which was, again, hilarious. They then compare themselves to Ric Flair. So Nick Jackson says, we've been told we're like 3 Ric Flairs in his prime, but modern day. Do you know who we heard that from? And then Matt and Kenny at the same time, Ric Flair. Ric Flair's obviously been around recently backstage. There's murmurings that he's eventually obviously going to be paired with Andrade, which seems to be the case after what happened with Chavo. So shoot work. Who knows, man? Kenny had a wonderful Ric Flair impression, which wasn't the most flattering, I'll say that. But yeah, I mean, do you guys agree? Are they the 3 modern day Ric Flairs? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Adam Cole makes reference to Cody, which again, is this a work? Is this a shoot? We know that there's rumors of some infighting between Cody and the Elite. In real life, they reference obviously he's gone off to be a judge on a reality show. So are they planting some seeds there? Quite possibly. Adam Cole then says, I'm going to go and catch a brewski with Hangman, which obviously is awkward. The Young Bucks try and put him off the idea. No, you don't, just have an energy drink, which is what killed Adam in the first place. He reaches for the monster, which was what was poisoned when he died. I'm going to be doing this a lot. He instead reaches for a Bang energy drink after Matt convinces him to do so, which is clearly the safer option. I'm always intrigued by these Bang energy drinks. Let me know what they are like. You don't really see them over here in the UK. I'm a Red Bull drinker myself, but let me know if Bang is the one. Adam Cole walks off, kind of shrugs it off. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to go find Hangman. You guys are jokesters. Kenny and the Bucks visibly worried. They say, how are we going to catch him up on this? We've really done some long-term storytelling with this Hangman stuff, which is clearly a pat on the back to themselves. Long-term storytelling is a gift for wrestling fans if you pay attention to the details. It's all evolved through this very show, Being the Elite. We got to see more and more layers unfold and unpack with this Hangman and Young Bucks and Kenny stuff. They want to convince Adam Cole that they are the good guys, which they're clearly concerned about. We then, Nick Jackson says he's going to go over to his part of the locker room, his area, and they all kind of separate. Kenny is in the corner and says, "Oh, I've got to find a way to stay more over than Adam Cole." And these guys, the Young Bucks, can see that there's hints of the not the old Kenny, but the Kenny that killed or tried to kill Adam Cole, and they don't want any part of it. Such a great little segment. They leave no detail unturned, or they're addressing every single detail that Adam Cole's missed out on, and all the loose ends are being tied up here, and you've got to really commend the work that they do on Being the Elite. Such a rewarding show, honestly. If you're not checking it out, please check it out. Next, we get a shot of Cutler and the Young Bucks, who didn't get on their flight due to injuries from that insane cage match. They're being honest here. Matt Jackson says, everyone's asking about my neck after that destroyer off the top ropes, which I can still see in my head. That man's neck just jolt, which was horrible. He says his neck isn't great. Nick Jackson says, "This is a shoot. I don't need your sympathy, but this is the worst I've ever felt," basically. I mean, it was a war. It was a crazy match, but get well soon to the Young Bucks. They're talking about their travel issues. This is why it kind of reminds me of the old BTE original days, where it was just a travel vlog, seeing these guys on road trips and in cars and getting on planes everywhere. They've had some issues with the travel. Some of the planes have been cancelled due to a storm, and the bit that I loved in this, I am going to pull up the quote because I don't want to get it wrong. So Nick and Matt say, I hope he doesn't find out, that we tried to kill him. They're basically saying that, it's not all bad. We've missed our flight and everything, but at least we still got our friend Adam Cole. They say, I hope he doesn't find out that we tried to kill him. And Nick Jackson addresses the fans and says, let's keep this kayfabe. You fans, don't comment to him. Don't tweet him, you marks. They're trying to protect themselves. They don't want Adam Cole to find out that it was them that killed him. I love this. Nick Jackson is honestly one of the funniest people on Being the Elite. He just makes me laugh all the time. He's so dry-witted. Puts his head towards the camera. He's got some marks on his head from the cage match, which he says, these are shoot marks. These aren't gigs. Gigs is obviously a term for blading or cutting yourself to make yourself bleed. But yeah, get well soon to the Young Bucks. We finished that with Nick Jackson telling us all to F off. So much appreciated, Nick. Next, what a joy it is to see Anna Jay and John Silver, the Hungry Boy himself, back together. Unfortunately, it's not a joyous occasion. Dark Order still visibly torn. Still some issues going on, and John Silver visibly drunk, in a bad way. He's trying to tell Anna crazy stuff's happened. We're fighting. It's all crazy. I just want to be like Hangman, so that's why I'm drinking a little bit. Like, the layers here are crazy. Just that one line, like, it's very emotional stuff if you're paying attention. So Hangman obviously got involved, or the Dark Order got behind Hangman. It was all good. It was all blessed in the Dark Order layer. And now, after Hangman's gone, the infighting's begun. They're fracturing at the seams. And, John Silver, bless him, thinks that he needs to be like Hangman. And to do that, he needs to drink. We all know that Hangman isn't Hangman because of the way he drinks. John Silver doesn't realize that, and it's real good detail, man. The layers here are just insane. This Dark Order story just keeps getting better and better. I didn't know how they would kind of go into this after the jokey, funny stuff. We're still seeing some satire from John Silver, the way he's, shouting Anna and he's drunk, and starts asking for where his baby is because he can't find Alex. Hangman's not returning his calls, and he doesn't even know where his baby is. He's so drunk, he thinks he's got a baby. Anna obviously reassures him, "You don't have a baby." But yeah, this is touching stuff. This is powerful stuff. If you really understand what's going on here, yeah. Who do you think helps Dark Order out of this? Does Hangman return? Does it get better for Dark Order when Hangman gets back? Do we see a new person take over? I've seen people, comment that maybe Bray Wyatt will be the one to take over Dark Order. Time will tell. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As I said, guys, new BTE champion. We see Marco Stunt. Marco is smoking on the loudest of packs. I mean, it's so clear. He's got the munchies. He's eating goldfish, which are like got some obviously American crisps, crackers kind of thing. But look at man's eyes. Marco, who's your plug? Let me know. Hit me up at GG on Wrestling on Twitter. I need to know what you're smoking on, son, because that is the loudest pack. We get a BTE title defense against. Initially, it seemed like it was 2.0, but it was just Matt Lee. And we get a game of blackjack for the BTE title. I still don't understand how these guys keep me on the edge of my seat through silly games like this when the title's being defended. The mustard throwing was one of the worst. I was literally on the edge of my seat screaming at the telly. But yeah, game of blackjack. Cutler gets Rick Knox involved, who's walking past, says, "Oh, we can actually have a ref for this." So Rick Knox referees the game of blackjack. And as I said, guys, new BTE champion Matt Lee. Congratulations to 2.0. They deserve the titles. A title. They've been doing great stuff since NXT days. It's good to see them, being shown prominently, even if it is being the elite. I mean, hats off to him. We even get to see a little cameo from Renee, who walks past with her and Moxley's young daughter in her arms. Matt Lee obviously says, "Do you want a taste?" And you can hear Renee in the background saying, "You don't want none of this," because Renee sticks up for herself. But yeah, good to see a new BT champion. Hopefully we get some, regular title defenses, because I really enjoy these segments. Who's been your favorite BT champion so far? Let me know in the comments. John Silver is obviously mine, and we get to see him walk into frame and congratulate the new champs, which I thought was just a random funny little touch. Not going to spend too much time on the next segment. Again, we're getting some more Ryan Nemeth cream related shenanigans. As I said before, guys, let me know what is going on in these segments, because I have no damn clue. Another fun segment we get next. We get a pop up on the screen of another Dominic Toretto quote. Dominic Toretto, obviously Vin Diesel's character from the Fast and Furious movies, Orange Cassidy's hero. "Your mistake, thinking you're in America. You're a long way from home. This is Brazil." Clearly has no relevance to anything, but there you go. This was very different from the usual segments we're seeing from the Best Friends. So we do get to see Wheeler Yuta, Chucky T, and Orange Cassidy watching tape. This time it is of Chris Statlander's loss to Britt Baker. Chris Statlander walks into the room, says, "I told you guys not to watch this." Starts just going in at Wheeler. "Why are you laughing? Do you want to feel what this feels like?" And of course, same way every week, Wheeler in a chokehold from Chris Statlander. The funniest part, though, as she, he's telling, I wasn't laughing, as she's choking him, and she whispers in his ear, "I want you to remember this as you go out. Your finisher fucking sucks." And with Wheeler Yuta's last breath, he says, "I finished someone with it the other week." It's absolutely hilarious. I love these segments. Absolutely perfect. I love it. Next, we get the final segment of BT this week. We get to see some Cutler Cam footage of that milestone segment from Dynamite with the Elite and Bryan Danielson. 1.5 million viewers. Big up to everyone involved. That was great to see. Glad to see it get some real eyes on the product now. In true Carl Anderson fashion, as soon as we head out to the arena, he turns to Cutler and says, "I'm super fucking relaxed. Today I caught a double cum." Mm, uh, I'm not sure what that is, but let me know what you think it is. I mean, I can only hazard a guess. I mean, I'm impressed. Double cum. There we go. Um, I loved seeing Tony Schiavone involved in this little bit as well. Cutler sprays him with the cold spray, and Tony Schiavone just doesn't want any of it, shrugs it off, doesn't even sell it. What the fuck is that? Tony Schiavone, one of the driest sense of humors in wrestling, absolute legend. Love to see him get involved. We then get to see we get to see some kind of snippets of that footage from Dynamite, and that little counter that Bryan Danielson does to Kenny Omega was smooth as butter, and I can't wait to see them two go at it. Dream match material. We're all screaming for it. We're finally going to get it. The wrestling fans win again. Thank you, AEW. Thank you, Tony Khan. Big ups. We get to see the first person view of Brandon Cutler being surrounded by the Jurassic Express and Bryan Danielson and Christian Cage, him trying to spray everyone with cold spray. Hilarious stuff. And we get a first person shot of that running Bryan Danielson knee, which looked absolutely brilliant. Very fun show. As I said at the beginning, one of my favorite BTEs in the last few weeks. No Sour Boy this week, which I've realized. Maybe that added. Did you miss Sour Boy this week? Let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of glad to see it not being featured this week, honestly. As I said about Nick Jackson and John Silver, so I put a poll to Twitter because I wanted you guys to tell me who you thought the funniest person on BTE was or is. And with 68% of the votes, of course, it was John Silver that won. So thank you for everyone that voted and took part. I don't know if I agree because Nick Jackson just makes me die, but completely understand why John Silver got the win there. But yeah, another very fun episode of BTE. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit up figtees.co.uk and use code GGPod to save yourself some money. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what your favorite part of this week's BTE was. Make sure you're supporting me, guys. I want to keep giving these videos to you. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. These are coming at you every week, so stay tuned and hit that bell to stay notified. That is all from me, guys. Thanks again for joining me. Respect yourself. Don't neglect yourself. Peace.